Hello everyone, this is Mario, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 4 of my Tour de France 2023 playthrough on Pro Cycling Manager. Today we are playing stages 10, 11 and 12 and we are going to have a couple of medium mountain stages, starting with stage 10. It's a really short one, 168 kilometers only, a lot of climbing to be done, and especially this final climb of the day, the Côte de la Chapelle-Marcousse. I expect some GC riders to go on the attack on this one, and probably Enric Mas is going to try that as well. Then we head to Moulins, and we have another chance for the sprinters, and another chance for Alex Aramburu to get slightly closer to the top 10. We end the day with another medium mountain stage, with a trio of very similar climbs. The final one is still 30 kilometers from the finish line, but yeah, maybe some attacks can take place here. So after the first week and the first rest day, we are currently in 4th in the GC with Enric Mas. And we do have some drama in Jumbo-Visma. We have Wout van Aert being asked if Jonas Vingegaard can be dethroned from the GC lead. And yeah, he says there is still time to attack him. And as we start the stage, we have Ruben Guerreiro on a +5, but unfortunately he's on the back of the peloton. I wanted to go in the breakaway with him to take advantage of that race day condition and maybe try to go for either the stage if the breakaway succeeds or for the KOM points. But because of his position, I'm going to take Matteo Jorgensen. He is 17 minutes down in the GC, so he's probably not going to be seen as a threat. He's going to be given some freedom. And if the breakaway succeeds, he's also on a +1. Maybe he can challenge for the stage win. So today we have 10 riders in the breakaway. Jorgensen was, of course, the first one to attack. Then we have Nick Schultz, Stef Kras, Daniel Loss, Chris Hamilton, Jonas Abrahamson, I don't know, Brian Cocard, Peter Sagan again, also Victor Lafay and Niels Pollitt, currently 3.5 minutes over the peloton. I didn't go for the KOM points in the first one, it was only 2 points anyway. And we just had a huge crash. Nelson Oliveira crashed, he continues, but I saw that David Gaudu also crashed. I don't see anyone being left behind. Mikel Landa, second in the GC, is not, okay, 6th in the GC, that was not accurate, is out of the race. Halfway through the stage we are, well, actually I was following the KOM sprint, but I ran out of energy just following the KOM sprint? Okay, that does not bode well for my ambitions to win the stage. We are now about 50 kilometers from the finish line, and the pace has been really weird. Like it's been going up and down constantly, and of course when I'm like the second rider in the relay, they up the pace and I drop back, and then they say that I'm not cooperating in the group, which is not true. I want to cooperate, but I mean the energy isn't great. They are not, yeah, you see, they are saying that I'm not cooperating. I want to cooperate, but not at this pace. That is crazy. That is really crazy. I don't think the breakaway is going to win it. Should I try to link up my riders with Jorgensen at the front? Let's try an attack with Ruben Guerreiro and see if he can do something. The pace is really high at the moment, so I'm not really certain this can work. He's taking Romain Bardet with him. Let's have Enric Mas here. Lower the effort a bit with Jorgensen, or maybe wait. Let's wait up and let's go at 85. Ruben Guerreiro dropped Romain Bardet. But yeah, the peloton is right behind him. Jorgensen is so done. He's so done. Let's use energy gels on everyone. I'm a bit lost here. And we have an attack by Egan Bernal, followed by Alaphilippe. Let's try to attack with Enric Mas. Let's go with Enric Mas. Let's lower the pace here. And now let's try to pace with Ruben. Try to take Mas with him. This is not working. Yeah, it's not working. Let's go up to 90. We are approaching the top of the climb. It's still basically the full peloton. This definitely did not work. And we have Carapaz and Pogacar attacking in this small hill here. That is a really weird attack, I have to say. Let's keep going with Guerreiro, Izaguirre and Enric Mas, just trying to follow them. I don't really think they are going to gain any time. We have Dylan Teuns and Alaphilippe as well, and Vingegaard is the one doing the work to get back to Pogacar. And we have more attacks going: Bernal, Ciccone, Alaphilippe, Gaudu, with Nilsson Paulus at the front. But I think they are not going to be able to gain anything from us. Still 118 riders here. The breakaway is about to be caught. We still have Polit. Oh, they are actually getting away. 4.5 kilometers left. I do not think anyone is going to be able to escape. Also, I do not think we are going to be able to contend for the stage. Again, Gaudu and Dylan Teuns trying to go for it. Let's go all out with Izagirre. Yeah, let's sprint with everyone, basically. And the win is going to be for... No way. No way. Gorka Izagirre wins the stage. That was completely what I planned. That was the total, absolute, true plan since the start of this stage, to win stage 10 with Gorka Izagirre. Gorka Izagirre is the GOAT, is the man of the moment for Movistar, winning the second stage for the team in this race. Well, I did want to win the stage from the start, but I thought I was gonna do it from the breakaway. I'll take this anyway. Gorka Izagirre taking his second stage win in the race. That is absolutely unbelievable. The main change in the GC after this one is, of course, that Mikel Landa is no longer in contention after crashing and being forced to abandon, because other than that, there were no big changes. Also in the mountain classification, Stef Kras managed to take 10 points in this one, so he now takes the lead from Jonas Vingegaard. Now heading on to stage 11, will this be the one where Alex Aramburu gets the stage win? Will he at least get a top 10 or even a top 15? Definitely, I expect him to do better than Richard Carapaz, who the game says may try to go for the stage win in this one. Yikes! Alex Aramburu is on a -3 today. Maybe Carapaz is going to finish the stage in a better position than him. We are now 20 kilometers from the finish line. We still have the two riders that were in the daily breakaway up ahead of the peloton. Olivier Legac and Jente Biermans now being caught. The sprint trains have been formed. I formed my own with Nelson Oliveira at the front. And this time, I'm going to go with Gorka Izagirre. He's been absolutely incredible in this Tour de France, and he's on a +2 day against Aramburu on a -3. So, yeah, I think I will try to go for the stage win with him. It's going to be near impossible. 15 kilometers to go. Let's try to get a good result at the end. And we are now in the final 10 kilometers, and once again, I was boxed in a little bit. I'm kind of losing my position, sort of. And this is the big mess with 3.5 kilometers left. We have Soudal Quickstep leading the train. Yeah, this is not gonna work for me. My sprinters for this one are way far behind. Positioning is so damn tricky. Let's sprint with everyone. We are not gonna take anything out of this. Fabio Jakobsen is gonna win again? He does. The green jersey takes another win ahead of Alexander Kristoff and Mark Cavendish. I am absolutely nowhere with this one. Am I gonna finish ahead of Richard Carapaz? I think I am. But Aramburu is only 24th, so yeah, his streak of getting up in the finish line, in the finishing positions, is now over. Maybe this is all down to the quality of the sprint train, because mine is basically non-existent. Because in PCM 23, positioning and getting in the right place for sprints is so damn complicated. I mean, it's probably realistic, more realistic than it was before. In a way, it's good, but it's been painful doing this with Movistar. And now heading on to the final stage of today's video between Roanne and Belleville-en-Beaujolais. It's probably a stage for the breakaway. So let's try to put some strong rider in it, and hopefully this time they will cooperate a little bit better. Like, why does my +5 race day condition rider always has to be at the back? This makes no sense. Let's try to get in the breakaway with... Why isn't he following? With Nelson Oliveira and also with Pedrero. Let's try to go with 2 riders. So we have, again, a really large breakaway, 13 riders. with about 3 minutes over the peloton. We are now in the first climb of the day. I'm not really interested in the points. Is anyone going to attack? Yes, they are going to attack. Let's just try to pace with Pedrero on the wheel of Nelson Oliveira. Yeah, that worked quite okay. And we are still in contact with the group. I was saying we have a relatively strong group with Steph Grass again, Bogodo, Tobias Holland, Johannesson. Also, we have David de la Cruz, Maxime Van Gils. This is Aurélien Paré-Pantre. I was missing his first name. Alexei Lutsenko, Victor Campanards, Guillaume Martin. Oh, and we had a crash by Gregor Mulberger. Can he continue? He does. He does continue in the race. Can he? He lost contact with the peloton. Get on to the front. He was the one protecting Enric Mas. So, yeah. Get up there. Quickly as you can. And so we are now in these final 3 climbs of the day with Pedrero. He has been conserving energy throughout the day. Nelson Oliveira has been doing all the work. Pedrero right towards the back of the group. Under 3 minutes now to the peloton. They have increased the pace at the back. We have Jumbo pacing. I mean, they are leading the race, so it sort of makes sense as the pace is increasing really fast in this climb. Let's use now Nelson to protect Pedrero. He needs to go at 90 to follow this. So the others are attacking for the KOM points. I'm not interested in that. I just don't want to lose contact. Lutsenko takes the points. I'm actually second with Pedrero. So now let's drop the pace in the downhill. So we are now in the final kilometer of this second climb. Let's try to use the same tactic. I don't really want to waste unnecessary energy. It's working fine so far. I think I'm in a good condition to try to take the stage win. The problem is if the peloton is going to allow that. The pace in this group has dropped. Holland, Johannesson and David de la Cruz are now dropped. But I can't go solo. If I go solo, I have no chance and Lutsenko attacks. Let's try to follow his wheel. I just want to have Lutsenko and Van Gils as a company. And he's attacking past the KOM. So this was not just for the KOMs. He definitely wanted to drop everyone else in the group behind him. No moves in the peloton, fortunately, because I was not paying attention. So no one attacked, maybe an attack in this small hill. So we are now on this small hill that's up the efforts of my riders a little bit. I don't think it's worth it to try and attack with Enric Mas here. The climb is quite short and still plenty of kilometers left. Dylan Toons, Godu. Ooh, some riders are going. Some riders are going. We don't see Jumbo moving. Godu is not a threat. Hindley is not a threat. So they can go. Pedrero still at the front with Maxime Van Gils and Alexei Lutsenko. And the breakaway has been caught as Bernal was maybe trying an attack? Was that an attempt for an attack? Let's keep on pacing with Pedrero. And with 6 kilometers to go, we have 47 riders in the group. Stefan Kung is trying to go solo for the final 5 kilometers together with Dylan Toons. I'm going to try to keep pacing with Gorka Izaguirre. I mean, I shouldn't be the one doing this. I'm not going to win the stage with Enric Mas, and I'm just wasting energy. I could as well just allow the others to escape and take the bonus seconds. Otherwise, I risk having Tadej Pogačar taking them. We are now in the final few meters. Let's go with Gorka. And now let's sprint with Enric Mas. The win is going to be for Wout van Aert. Ahead of Tadej Pogačar, it takes 6 seconds. Third is Pello Bilbao, and we are going to finish 5th again with Enric Mas. I was honestly expecting more GC action in these stages, in stages 10 and 12, but they were a bit disappointing. I mean, the final climbs were relatively far from the finish line, so kind of makes sense that no one tried a big attack. There were a few moves, but nothing special. So Wout van Aert ends up taking the final stage for today's video. I ended up missing it, but Simon Yates did lose a little bit of time today, so it drops out of the top 10, but overall we saw no big changes after these 3 stages. After stage 12, Fabio Jakobsen keeps the lead in the points classification. He actually increased it in this episode, while Stef Kras retook the lead in the mountain classification, now 10 points ahead of Jonas Vingegaard. And in the team's classification, we now got up to second. This was very likely not the most exciting Pro Cycling Manager video ever, but still I hope you have enjoyed it and that you can leave me a like down below and a comment as well. And if you are new around here and don't want to miss the next one, you are more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. The next video will have stages 13 to 15, and those are going to be 3 massive mountain stages, so the GC action we'll act in this one is surely going to be in abundance in the next one. So that is it for today, and as usual, stay safe, stay positive, until next time, goodbye.